it goes. Get it right.
Come join us as we take you on a trip from the practice pen to the show arena and let you listen in as top trainers prepare their students to compete in the Western industry's most exciting equine sport. And you'll learn what it takes to become a top weekend cutter.
Brought to you by Manzanola Feeds.
The Manzanola cubes for me have been the best ones, the best cubes I've ever fed, and they've been consistent every time. My horses look full and strong and they're ready to go all the time. Any show you go to, if there's a feed store somewhere, they almost always have Manzanola cubes. They're easy to feed in the trailer, anywhere you go, there's no waste to it. It's the same quality every time. My horses look good on it, and there's been a lot of other cutters start on it since I've been feeding them too.
The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV. Hey folks, welcome to the show this week. I'm Kenny Imai, your host of Cuttin Up. This week's episode is brought to you by Manzanola Feeds. Be sure and go to manzanolafeeds.com to find a dealer near you where you can find the finest Colorado alfalfa you can possibly feed your horses. Now let's head to Amarillo, Texas, to the Open A Arena, the Paladura Cutting Horse Association, and we're going to be checking out their novice horse class. So let's head to Amarillo.
All right, this is the 5,000 novice horse. This first horse is Foster Johnson. Shadow Cat Hickory. Foster's driving up good through these cattle, making a nice cut. There we go. That's looking good. Cow's a little slow, but this mare's handling it nice. She's stepping through there good and got a lot of look on a cow. All right, here we go in for our second cut. Trying to figure out which one was going to be the best. Driving him up nice, up and around the corner, and we're ready to go. This horse is moving around good, covering that cow good on both sides, nice and even. Cow's a little slow, not wanting to do a whole lot. Not a lot of degree of difficulty, but the horse is looking awful good. Last cut, 22 seconds. Got to get it drove up, and we're good to go. This is a little faster cow. Mare's really getting on her butt and stepping through there. A little uneven, but not too bad. Kind of jumped out there a little bit. She waited. Good, that was a nice little run. It was a little soft. Got a score of 72. All right, this next horse is Foster Johnson again on Sea Ray Cat. He's driving up through there. Gonna cut him another white cow, looks like. Yep. A little bit long there, but not too bad. That was pretty decent first cow. Got a little long on the right, but not terrible. Coming in for our second cow. Getting that cow drove up there, trying to figure out what he's gonna get. He's got an idea, so he's climbing on up there. And there's our second cow. Whoa, that cow's a little tricky. Mare's looking good though. Mare's real cautious. Cautious about that cow. Wanting to do the right thing. That's what we're looking for. Last cow. Driving up through there. Some cattle squirt out. He's on one. This one's pushing him in the corner a little bit. This is a lot faster cow. Whoa, and he's pretty tricky too. Whoa. Well, he survived that, but wasn't very pretty. Nice horse, very nice horse. Oopsie. And he's gonna mark a 71. All right, the next horse. Rick Johnson on Heavy Metal Girl. He's getting drove up there real good. Trying to figure out what he's gonna cut. Got him a black cow. All right, here we go. Mare's got a nice little stop on her. Stepping through that turn nice and clean, being real even. Looked off a little, but she came right back in. All right, here we go for our second cow. Climbing up here good. Looking to see what's gonna stay. Got something in mind. There we go. A little slow getting sorted off, but that's okay. This horse getting around real nice. Perking her ears at one a little bit, having a little draw and look. Really getting over that butt nice. She kind of comes in a little angled up, but she handles it very well. This mare's got a cute look on her horse. There we go. 73. All right, our next rider is Cody Moman. Cody's taking a bunch of cattle up there, trying to see what the best thing would be to cut. There we go, that was a tick rough, but Cow's a little fast for this horse right now. Good. Staying with it good though. And we're off and on to the second cow. Here we go, we're driving up. See what we're gonna cut. Going with the brown baldy. Whoopsie. Kind of looked like he jumped over there and got stuck in the ground a little bit. Had a hard time making it back. Oops, that's not good. Gotta make sure he stays together. Make sure he keeps turning around. No score for that. Next rider, Abraham Cavallo, Kitty Doolittle. There we go, Abraham's trotting up through there. Got him one lined up. Nice little power cut. And he's down. Cow's a little bit fast. Horse is handling it good though. Off the first cow and onto the second. There we go. A little wide that time, not too bad. Okay, off the second cow, I got 56 seconds left. Gotta go cut that third cow. You've got to take a little bit of time here because you don't really want to cut with a whole lot of time for your third cow. I would say probably no more than 30. So he's at 28, he needs to drive up and get cut right here. He's on the brown cow and down at 18 seconds. The brownie's trying him a little bit. There we go. A little bit of stall right there, but not too bad. Good, that was a nice little run. 74. 74 for Abraham.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I am Kathy Reiserfoot. My husband Jonathan and I have insured with Roger Peters Livestock for over 30 years. Our most recent issue was I was showing our mare. We were sitting fourth in the world and she tore a suspensory. Our insurance coverage is the reason we were able to continue on with Lola. And I so appreciate Roger Peters Livestock Insurance.
They can be your hobby, your business, or simply your best friend. At Bluebonnet Feeds, we understand how important your horse is. You see, we're horse owners too, and we believe in quality nutrition. So we aren't just manufacturing horse feed, we're carefully crafting every bag as if it were headed to nurture one of our own.
Welcome back. Now let's check out a Horse Health Today segment with Miss Jimmy Nichols, Bluebonnet Feeds equine nutritionist.
A question that comes in often is centered around B vitamins for a horse. Now, many horse owners are familiar with the B vitamin called biotin. Biotin is really important for hoof integrity and hoof wall structure. It is also very important for the coat quality and the mane and tail quality. Now, B vitamins go a lot farther than just biotin. There's this whole complex of B vitamins. You may be familiar with folic acid, which is commonly recommended for women who are of childbearing age. Maybe you've heard of vitamin B12, B1, B2. These are all vitamins that Bluebonnet Feeds incorporates into our horse feeds. Now, I'm going to throw a little twist in things, and I'm going to tell you that horses can make their own B vitamins via the hindgut fermentation. So if horses can make their own B vitamins, again, why would we want to include B vitamins into the diet? Well, let's think about how the horse's digestive system operates. If you'll walk through it with me, let's start at the mouth. The horse eats food at the mouth. It goes down the esophagus and into the stomach. Okay, the stomach is where we get some initial breakdown. We move then into the small intestine. The small intestine is where the majority of nutrient absorption occurs. After the small intestine, we move into the hindgut, so the cecum, large colon, small colon. This hindgut portion is where the B vitamins are manufactured by the microbes. Well, after the hindgut, you move right out the back end and onto the ground in the manure. The digesta cannot move in the opposite direction. So if we know that all of the nutrient absorption happens in the small intestine, and the majority of the B vitamins are produced in the hindgut, all of those B vitamins are actually ending up on the ground behind the horse. Now, if you think about the way that a horse evolved, that's actually pretty good design, because horses are designed to practice copophagy, which is a fancy word for eating their own poop. The modern horse doesn't have the opportunity to eat their own manure. We, of course, clean their stalls, and if anybody sees a horse eating their manure, we kind of get upset about it. So basically, we've taken away that horse's opportunity to consume those B vitamins and get them absorbed in the small intestine. Now, we're not encouraging horses to eat their own poop, so we add B vitamins into the feed so that they are there and available the first time that the horse eats the feed and can be absorbed at the small intestine. Thank you for joining us at Horse Health Today.
Well, that was a Horse Health Today segment from Bluebonnet Feed. Now let's get back to the action in Amarillo, Texas.
All right, here's Ralph Depew. First cow, little yellow cow. Ralph looks like he's a little bit uneven. He's a little short to his right and a little long to the left, but now he's got it back going again. Nice little get off right there. There he goes up for a second cow. Little gray white-nosed cow. Didn't get drove up very far. Still a little bit long to the left and a little short to the right. we go. Going in for the third cow, 44 seconds. It's gonna take a little bit of time, let a little bit of the clock run out so he can get up there and just have about 20 seconds, 25 seconds on that last cow, or less. Down to 21, 20, right on the money. And he's set at 17. And that's it. Ralph marks a 72 and a half. Okay, next we have Abraham on Boone San Jesse. Here he comes with another power cut, climbing right up there, getting up there to that cow he wants, which is a good thing. Whoops, a little far. A little behind. Cow's pretty fast. Good. Second cow. Looks like we're going yellow. Ooh, yellow. Oh, that's bad. We lose over yellow. That was a nice horse too. Checking the clock, seeing, gonna go find a rerun cow so we can make sure his horse is still cutting. Little shake of the head and the disappointment of losing a cow. Very nice horse. It's all about being even, staying on that parallel line. This was a rerun too. It's a little slow. Trying to make sure he stays dead on even every time. Gets all the way across that cow. And that's it. 64. All right, next we got Terry Hollis. Terry Hollis is riding Raybound. We're on the yellow cow. Trying to get drove up good. And we're off. I like how that horse is real cautious right there. Doesn't want to move out of there unless that's where that cow's going. He's reading that situation. Doesn't want to go too far or not far enough. Nice cow. And he's off and on to the second cow. Looking around, see what's left. See what hasn't been cut. He's got one. There we go. The whole yellow cow. Hopefully this isn't the same yellow cow. Cow's pretty tough. It's not wanting to stay in the... Ooh. That might have been the same cow, same yellow cow that run somebody else over. That's too bad. He was having, that looked like a really nice horse. He's got 20 seconds. He's going to finish up, make sure his horse is doing what it's supposed to. Short. Horse is very cautious and very right on a cow. That's too bad. 60 for Terry. All right, this is Terry Hollis again. Looks like another dual ray. Play La Ray. Got us a little red cow whacked up there. Throwing down. Good start. Cow's coming to him and giving him a little play right here. That's what we're looking for. As long as they don't go too fast. Oh, this horse is right on this cow. Spot on. There we go, dead still. Gotta be dead still, all 4 feet planted on the ground. Can't lift any of them up. Terry's searching around in here for the cows they've been looking at and looking for. Found another red cow. And we're off. Second cow. They're holding the line good, reading that cow very well. This little red cow's got a little more speed to it. 27 seconds. Gotta find something decent to get up there and finish his runoff. Looks like we're going yellow. 14 seconds. Horse looking good, pretty spot on. Really reading that cow. Nice big stop to her and draw back. Very nice horse. 73.5, Terry Hollis.
Sounds like trouble. Come on, man.
Rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Big thank you to the Paladura Cuttin Horse Association. They're the ones that put on that great action there at the Open A Arena in Amarillo, Texas. And a big thank you to Manzanola Feeds. Be sure and go to manzanolafeeds.com to find a dealer close to you where you can get your hands on some of those Top of the Rockies alfalfa cubes. The finest Colorado alfalfa that you could possibly feed your horses. Be sure and catch us next week. We'll be right here cutting up.
Let's dance. cutting horse dance. To the left, to the right, cutting horse dance. Bounce, bounce, the cutting horse dance. Left, right, let's do it again. Dance, dance.
Be sure and go to Cuttin Up TV's Facebook page and like us.